General Hospital will reveal that Brook Lynn decides to pursue her dream of becoming a mother with Chase, despite medical results confirming that he cannot have children. She understands the deep disappointment in Chase's eyes and the sorrow he always hides. She suggests pregnancy through sperm donation, promising that they will face all the challenges ahead together. For Chase, Brook Lynn's support is like a ray of light in a dark time, comforting him and giving him hope for a better future. Both begin to plan for their new journey with faith and determination to build a happy family. When they arrive at the hospital to start the artificial insemination process, Brook Lynn can't help but feel Chase's pain and helplessness, even though he's trying to hide it. The disappointment in his eyes breaks her heart. She feels that she is carrying a great responsibility, not just to carry the child but also to heal the deep wounds in Chase's soul. However, the preparation process and the pressure of finding a sperm donor leave Brook Lynn physically and emotionally exhausted. One emotional evening, when Brook Lynn decides to take a walk to relieve the tension, she unexpectedly runs into Dante, her ex-boyfriend whom she had once loved deeply during their school days. Meeting Dante fills Brook Lynn with nostalgic emotions. They reminisce about old memories and quickly share their heartfelt thoughts about their current lives. Brook Lynn tells Dante about the difficult journey she and Chase are facing and the pain both of them are enduring. Meanwhile, Dante opens up about his own pressures and loneliness. In the midst of their emotional conversation and mutual understanding, a powerful moment occurs. The repressed emotions and old love memories flood back, causing them to lose control and cross the boundary of friendship, ending up sleeping together. It was an unexpected moment, full of passion but also filled with inner conflict for Brook Lynn. She can't stop thinking about Chase and his expectations, but at the same time, she's drawn to the familiarity that Dante brings. The next morning, Brook Lynn feels confused. She realizes that her moment with Dante was not only a mistake but could have unforeseen consequences. Her feelings for Chase and her loyalty to the plan of becoming pregnant are still intact, but now Brook Lynn feels she is facing a huge secret that could change everything. Soon after, Brook Lynn discovers she's pregnant. When she sees the 2 lines on the pregnancy test, she feels a surprising joy and a glimmer of hope for the future. The thought of a child warms her heart, making Brook Lynn momentarily forget all the hardships. However, that joy quickly gives way to anxiety and unease as she remembers the truth, that the baby is not Chase's but the result of her impulsive moment with Dante. Brook Lynn can't stop thinking about the consequences this truth could bring. She knows how much Chase has longed for a family, and how much pain it causes him to know he can't have children. Chase has placed all his trust and hope in her, believing that together they could build a complete family. She can't bear to shatter that dream, nor does she have the courage to admit the truth. In the struggle between honesty and her feelings for Chase, Brook Lynn decides to keep the secret. She tells Chase that the artificial insemination process was successful. When Chase hears that Brook Lynn is pregnant, he is overwhelmed with joy. He can hardly believe that his dream is finally coming true. His eyes shine with happiness, and his smile never fades as he looks at Brook Lynn. Chase hugs her tightly, constantly thanking her for supporting and sacrificing for him. Brook Lynn stands there, feeling the warmth of Chase's embrace, but deep down, she feels heavier than ever. She knows this happiness is built on a lie, but she convinces herself that it is all for Chase and the baby's happiness. In the following days, Brook Lynn and Chase begin preparing for their journey into parenthood. Chase takes care of Brook Lynn in every little way, from scheduling doctor's appointments to learning everything necessary to care for a newborn. He even starts planning the baby's room, picking out small decorations, and discussing potential baby names with Brook Lynn. Each time Brook Lynn sees Chase excitedly talk about the future, she can't help but feel guilty. But she forces herself to continue keeping the secret, telling herself that the most important thing is that the baby will be loved and well cared for. Meanwhile, Brook Lynn is constantly fearful of Dante discovering the truth. She tries to avoid him, keeping the pregnancy a secret to prevent anyone from suspecting. But Brook knows that the truth always has a way of coming to light, and she can't escape the anxiety that one day everything will fall apart. In her heart, she hopes that when that day comes, Chase's love for her and the baby will be strong enough to overcome any obstacle. Despite her efforts to act normal, Brook can't help but feel guilty every time she sees Chase engulfed in happiness. He takes such good care of her, always checking how she feels, even researching pregnancy stages to ensure she and the baby are healthy. Every time Chase places his hand on her belly, his eyes gleam with love and hope, and Brook's heart feels heavy. He often smiles and whispers to the baby in her belly, talking about the future he believes they will share together, and that only adds to her pressure. Brook feels like she is living on a volcano, where all the joy and happiness she and Chase are trying to build could be destroyed in an instant if the truth is revealed. She wonders if she has the courage to speak the truth, but every time she tries, the image of Chase's disappointment and broken heart stops her. She justifies keeping the secret as the only way to protect Chase, protect his dream of becoming a father, and preserve the family they are trying to build. Meanwhile, Dante has no idea that the baby in Brook's belly is his child. He still appears in her life as a longtime friend. Every time she sees Dante, Brook can't help but feel tense, fearing that one wrong word or action could make him suspicious. She tries to keep her distance, limiting unnecessary meetings, but his presence in her daily life is a constant reminder of the secret she is hiding. This situation feels like a ticking time bomb, just waiting for the secret to be exposed. Brook knows she can't hide the truth forever. One day, when the child grows up, questions about its origins and the real relationships between everyone will arise. And when that happens, she fears that Chase will feel betrayed, Dante will be angry for being kept in the dark, and everything she is trying to protect will collapse. In Brook's heart, a quiet but fierce struggle takes place every day. She loves Chase and cherishes everything he has done for her and the baby. But every time she sees him full of hope and excitement about their future, she feels like she's deceiving both him and herself. She knows that, no matter how hard she tries, the truth will eventually come to light, and she can only hope that, when the day comes, she will find a way to salvage what remains. As the days pass, Brook must live with the inner turmoil and guilt. She can't deny that she loves Chase, the man who has treated her with care and genuine love. Chase not only takes care of every small detail for her, from reminding her to take her supplements to preparing healthy meals, but he also always tries to make her feel loved and safe. Every moment he places his hand on her belly, talking to the unborn child, his eyes full of happiness make Brook's heart feel warm, but also heavy with regret. Her belly continues to grow, carrying a little life, but also a constant reminder of the secret she's trying to hide. Every time Chase asks her about details related to the baby, from choosing names, the room's color scheme, to plans for when the baby is born, Brook feels like she's walking on a path full of thorns. Every word, every smile she gives him is laced with the fear that one day, everything will be exposed. She doesn't know how much longer she can keep this secret, or if she will have the courage to face the truth when the moment comes. Sometimes, in the quiet of the late night, Brook sits alone in her room, gently placing her hand on her belly, silently crying. She wonders if she made the right choice by hiding the truth. She knows that by keeping this secret, she has already broken Chase's trust, but she can't bear to see him in pain and disappointment. Chase has dreamed of becoming a father for so long, and she's afraid that, if the truth is revealed, that dream will be shattered, along with their relationship. However, the haunting thoughts about the truth don't stop with Chase. Brook knows that Dante, the biological father of the child, has no idea about the existence of his child. She fears that if Dante finds out, everything will get more complicated. How will he react? Will he demand his rights as a father? She doesn't know how she will face both Dante and Chase when everything is exposed. In these long days filled with pressure, Brook feels like she is trapped in a vortex with no way out. Every time she sees the joy in Chase's eyes, she becomes even more fearful that one day, the truth will destroy everything. But she also knows that living in lies is not a solution forever. She can only hope that when the time comes, she will have enough courage to face the consequences, and that the love between her, Chase, and the baby will be strong enough to overcome it all.